is Anaga, and I'm part of the Data Science Discovery team. And in this video today, we're going to be doing a question on normal distributions and specifically percentiles. So let's go ahead and get started. So here it says the heights of two 28 men who graduated from UAUC a few years ago follow the normal curve fairly closely with an average of 70 inches and a standard deviation of 2.5 inches. So basically, what we're dealing with is a distribution that follows the normal distribution. So here we have x. Let x represent the the heights of the 228 men, and we know that this follows a normal distribution with an average of 70 and a standard deviation of 2.5. So that's my mu, and then my standard deviation is 2.5. So now we're dealing with these questions. So first we want to go ahead and find the percentage of basically men over 71.6.25 inches. So first I'm gonna go ahead and draw out my diagram here, right? My normal curve that kind of demonstrates the problem that I'm finding. I want to find the probability, the percentage over 71.6.25. So I know my mean is going to be 70 inches. So 71.6.25 might be somewhere here. 71.625, yeah. And I want to find this area to the right of that number, right? So when I say I want to find the area, that's the same thing as the percentage, right? I'm finding the area under the curve that is to the right of 71.625. It's the same thing as finding the percentage of men out of these, 228 men over the 71.625 mark, right? So here, the problem is the probability that x is greater than or equal to, it doesn't matter, you could say greater than or equal to, right? Because remember, the probability under the curve at one specific point, at just one number, it's going to be 0, right? So whether I include 71.625 or if I don't include it, it's going to be the same thing, right? So here, I want to find the probability that x is going to be greater than 71.625, which is going to be the same thing as z is greater than or equal to 71.625 minus my mean of 70 divided by my standard deviation of 2.5. So right here, I'm just kind of converting that x value into a z-score, right? So you can either, find the z-score in your calculator and do it by hand, or you can use Python, right? The function that I like using is norm.cdf, and then your first argument is going to be that x value, which is going to be 71.625. And just kind of one thing to note here, whenever you use norm.cdf, this returns the percentile. So when I say percentile, that really means the area to the left of a certain value, right? So when I want to find the area to the right of a certain value, I'm going to have to do 1 minus norm.cdf, because the norm.cdf returns the area to the left, right? So it's actually going to be returning this area over here. But since I want to find the area to the right, I'm going to have to do 1 minus, that amount. So always remember that norm.cdf in Python or on the calculator, they always return the percentile. So I'm actually going to have to do 1 minus that norm.cdf, and then the first argument will be your x value, the second argument will be your mean of 70, and then the third argument is your standard deviation. You can also use the norm.cdf function where you only have one argument, which is going to be your z-score, and then automatically kind of the average and standard deviation is like 0,1. So that's like one version of the function where you only have the z-score. The version of the function that I like using is where you put in your x, your mean, and your standard deviation in the problem, and it kind of calculates the z-score for you and finally returns the percentile, so you don't have to go through those steps of calculating the z-score yourself. So it really just depends on you. And now I kind of want to go ahead and go to my interface. And again, you want to first import from scipy.stats import norm, right? I'm going to do 1 minus norm.cdf of 71.625. And I'll just double check here, 71.625, and then the average is 70, standard deviation is 2.5. And I have about 0.2578, or it's going to be, around 25%. And since here I want to express my answer as a percentage, I'm just going to put a percentage sign, and that's correct. And when you calculate these percentages, you also want to make sure that makes sense, right? Here I know I want to find the percentage that is over 71.625, so I want to find this area here. If I get an answer of like 80%, that doesn't really make sense. So around 25.78 seems like a reasonable answer. So you also want to understand that in terms of the context. So finally, or I guess our second question is, what percentile is 71.625? So again, this is quite similar to the first question that we're dealing with, except there's one small change, which is that we're finding the area to the left, right? This is asking for a percentile, and that is the same thing as saying the percentage under 71.625 inches, right? The percentile, like for example, if I'm like maybe like 68 inches, or for example, if someone is 65 inches, right? And maybe your percentile is like, I don't know, like 20%. That means that like you're in the 20th percentile. That means 20% of the class is under 65 inches, or, whatever height that number was, right? So the percentile represents the percentage of people that are like below you. So when we're asking for the percentile that is 71.625, right? You have your mean here. You have 71.625. You're actually finding basically the area to the left, the area under the curve to the left of that x value. So it's going to be the probability that x is less than or equal to 71.625, which, very similar to the above question here. We still want to go ahead and calculate our z-score. And again, you can kind of do this by hand, or you can use your calculator or Python or the z-table, right? So here, when we use the calculator or when we use Python, we don't need to do 1 minus norm.cdf, right? Because norm.cdf already returns the percentile, which is going to be the area to the left of the certain x or z value. So we don't need to do 1 minus, we just need to find the norm.cdf of that 71.625, 70, 2.5. And again, the arguments are the x, the mu, and the standard deviation. So this is pretty similar to the last question. And right away I should know I should get about 75%, which I do. So this is going to be around 74.22%. And that's correct. And finally, we have, if someone is in the 10th percentile in height, what is their height? So this is a bit different than the other questions. So when I say someone is in the 10th percentile, and again, I kind of want to start off with my diagram, right? So I have the x, which represents a normal distribution with a average of 70 and a standard deviation of 2.5. When I say the 10th percentile, I mean that the area to the, I'm dealing with the area to the left of the curve that is only like 10%. So this highlighted blue area represents like 0.10 or 10% of the curve. And basically, I want to find the x value that is at that represents that 10th percentile, right? So what is this x value here that represents that 10th percentile? What is the height of the person that is at that 10th percentile, right? So I want to find the probability that where I don't know x, but basically the area under that, the area to the left of that number is going to be 0.10, right? So it's going to be something like the probability that some unknown number, right? Z is less than or equal to some unknown number that you're finding, is going to be 0.10, right? So kind of the first thing, if you're trying to solve this using a calculator, the first thing you should do is find that z-score that represents find the z-score at that 10th percentile, right? So you're gonna find the z-score that represents that, to the area of the left of that z-score is 0.10 using you can use the inverse norm or norm.ppf in Python, right? So you want to find that z-score, and then you can convert that to your x value. So for example, if my z-score is going to be, I don't know, let's say like some z, your x value is going to be, you can, solve for that. It's going to be x minus your z-score divided by your, the x minus, you're gonna have your x minus the average divided by the standard deviation is equal to that z-score, which you first calculated, where the area to the left of the z-score is 0.10. So I can even try doing that in Python here, right? And in Python, you can use the norm.ppf function to calculate this, norm.ppf, and then that first argument is going to be the area to the left, which is going to be 10. And then my z-score is negative 1.28. So that's basically the z-score. Negative 1.28 represents that, the area to the left of negative 1.28 is 0.10 or 10%. So when I try to solve for my x, it's going to be x minus 70 divided by 2.5 equals negative 1.28155, right? And then you can go ahead and then solve for x. So that's kind of the step one of doing it with a calculator or by hand. If you're using Python, then you can use the norm.ppf function where either, like we just did, you can enter your area and it returns the z-score, or you can use norm.ppf where you enter in 3 arguments, which is your area, then your mean, then your standard deviation, and then returns the x value. So if you're using just this function where you just enter the area, it's going to return a z-score, but then you have to convert the z-score to your x value, right? Because your z-score is in terms of standard deviations. It is asking for the height of the person in the 10th percentile. So I know I'm going to have to convert that z-score to, in terms of my context, right? Which is in terms of height, which I'm going to convert that z-score to that x value. Or when you use that second function, where you enter in your area, your mu, and your standard deviation. This function already calculates the x value and just kind of returns that x value, so you don't have to convert the z-score to the x value because it directly gives you your answer in terms of the original context, which is in terms of the height. So again, I kind of like using the second function, so I'm going to do norm.cdf, my area, and then standard deviation, and then, average, and then my standard deviation. And this is going to return my height. So that's going to be around 66.79 or 66.8 inches. And when you look at your diagram, this makes sense, right? X equals here 66.28 inches. We know that has to be something that is way under the mean. If it is something like 80 inches, that doesn't make sense at all, right? So it's going to be something that is below the mean. And when I'm trying to find the number that represents the 10th percentile, that means I'm trying to find the number where if I take the area to the left of that number, that is 0.10, right? So I'm trying to find the number at the 10th percentile. So, and you can either use Python or a calculator to calculate that. So I hope this video was helpful. Kind of dealing with these normal distribution questions is the same, right? The only important part is drawing out the diagrams and seeing which side of the curve to calculate and which functions to use, right? If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see you next time. Bye.